matchup between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
And we are underway in Buffalo. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Set him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Now Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Second and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down.
Patriot first down.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Prescott from the gun. Flushed out right. And this is going to be incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
23-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 23. Dante Hightower on the stop.
That's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. On play action, Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 52 yards. And the Bills have taken the early lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts. All right, because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And pop, he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase it.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line. 2nd and a yard. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
The ball carrier.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Bell running on 1st down, but he's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Brought down right.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. Man open, that's Deebo Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
A 1st down throw for Prescott. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr.
Baby.
And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick 6, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski, that's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And fresh off the pick 6. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Escaping the pressure right. Got some room at the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 27 yards there, a 1st down. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
It's Jones. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Aaron Jones.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun, here's Prescott, rolling to his right. Got a man, that's complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 16. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a 1st down. Well, looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Le'Veon Bell taking it in. And the Patriots are back within a score. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season, and they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and this one will go to the 28-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's a handoff out of the gun. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
But they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
Or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down.
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
1st and 10.
But remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
46-yard line.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Allen's throw is complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Another Bills first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. His throw caught at about the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will extend their lead.
Tyler Bass now for the point after.
It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-6.
Makes the score Bills 21, Patriots 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Prescott on first down. Forced out to his left. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Defended by Patrick.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Anthony Barr comes rumbling in for the sack.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Buying time to his left. He's going to run, but he's... Oh, Prescott stripped. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Then he will bring it back to about the 11-yard line.
All the practice, all the training, all the meetings. In this situation, I know exactly what quarterbacks are taught. Take care of the football. That's job one, paramount. Because you cough it up here, you might be giving up 6 points real easy.
Tip of the cap to the defense, though, forcing the fumble. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox there to make the grab. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Well, that didn't take long. The turnover instantly almost turning into points.
And when that happens, a lot of teams have the mentality of let's strike right now. You've got them off balance after the turnover or the takeaway. Let's go get it. And that's exactly what they did.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will make it into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
26-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Prescott to throw it. They'll roll him out right. He'll run it. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. And I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for it with Bell. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And finally, wrestled down at the 11. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Oh, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Give him 4 yards there, but still in a big hole. 3rd and long. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And the deficit falls under 20 now. It's a 19-point game. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point's not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. And this is incomplete. Robert Foster, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Allen now on first down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 12 more yards there and another first down.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
On first down, Allen. Flushed out right. Going deep for Diggs. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Allen. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. The kick by Bass is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
Well, we may be looking at the scoreboard. This offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
There's a look at Bills Stadium here in Orchard Park, New York. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. And we are underway in Buffalo. Taken in the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season... We'll begin at the 25-yard line. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Allen off the play fake. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. That's caught at the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 53 yards. They show run with three tight ends here on first down. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
1 yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. Bills. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on second and goal? And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's 7-0 Buffalo.
Makes the score Bills 7, Patriots nothing.
after the touchdown pass to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Tackled at the 25.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Prescott. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
56. Mike, 56. Right there.
Prescott looks to throw on 1st. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Aaron Jones.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 29, Prescott. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That was impressive to me because while it was a pass play, they still rallied to the football like they were filling running lanes, and they were able to put the receiver on the ground.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd, eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And out of bounds right around the 20. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a 1st.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. Levante David in on the tackle.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Now Jones. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Aaron Jones taking it in. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That pass play wound up for negative yardage, so here's 2nd and 11. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and the 11.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And he's going to have the connection to Foster. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give them 25 yards. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And this is caught at the 8. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple, down to the 15-yard line.
Kyle Duggar.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Here's Allen. And it's caught. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
And goal.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
56. Mike, 56, right there.
They get this out quickly to the left side. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. Making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Bills 14. Patriots 6. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. A 1st down throw for Prescott. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They had him back deep, got the interception, and now they start inside the 10.
Partner, forget starting inside the red zone. They're inside the green zone. From the 10-yard line in, a lot of teams call it that because that's the money zone. Get it into the end zone and make your cash. Partner, this is almost an unwinnable spot for a defense. They have to come right out for a 1st and goal trying to stop them. But let me hold on a second. Let me take that back real quick. They can win here if they force a field goal try. Still a long ways away from that happening, but that has to be what they're thinking right now.
Now they try the right side here. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Robert Foster there to make the grab. And the Bills will extend their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
To kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. Samuel bringing in the slant. Fights off another.
I think the second tackler would have learned from the first.
And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 36. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down, Patriots.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Tremaine Edmonds on the
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Eddie Goldman on
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
brings up 3rd down.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Escaping the pressure right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Bills take over 1st and 10.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
His throw incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of a story you told me from your days in Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it's really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
That's cold-blooded. Cold-blooded. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. 319. Hey, hold.
51,
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. And he's able to find Diggs. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 20.
To the air, Allen. And this is caught at the 8. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
The 7-yard line.
This offense continues to be a hot knife through butter. 3 drives, 3 scores, and knocking on the door again on drive number 4. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis, but it'll be second and goal.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Quick throw here by Allen, complete. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Well, they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for lost yardage.
He may try and he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. Josh Allen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive, because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. This taken in about 4 yards deep. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, one thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Patriots.
Now Jones throwing on first down. And this thing is blown up defensively. They will not get a throw off on the trick play, and that'll go down as a sack.
7 yards.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third and long for Prescott. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on third down.
And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35.
They're on 33-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion.
Brings up second.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
7 yards there and a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And he's got this down to the 35. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Shaq Thompson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front, nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
38-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 13.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. Open man, here's Foster. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 17-yard line. Over 100 yards receiving for him now in the opener, and it's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Complete to number 31.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
Intended for
normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Being chased out left. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal, because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Brandon, normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time, and that's another great play to come away with the football.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
Steps away to his left, and he fires one incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
And now here's a carry heading left. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Now Allen to throw on third down. The left side caught by Diggs. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Intended for Stephon Diggs.
Second and 10, third quarter of the season opener. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That was a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. New England on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. They'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. Now a handoff looking right. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. Now with his 3rd touchdown in his first ever NFL game. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
The score, Bills 38, Patriots 6.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Second and 6 at the 29-yard line.
Let's go, D, let's go. Go.
Here's Brissett. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
New England.
Brissett on first down. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Maybe a frustration penalty there because he's picked them apart.
They've tried their best to get to him and haven't done it successfully. A penalty is a result of that hit there.
56. Marks 56. Let's go, D.
After the penalty, it's Jones. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Jones. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the
Now Brissett on 4th down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
Over 1st and 10.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. 30 yards. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. This will make it into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
A gain of 7. First down, Patriots.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
We got this.
So the Patriots with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. A pass there complete to Westbrook. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16.
First down.
Brissett to throw on first. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Deebo Samuel was the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm looking at this with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it.
They're going to need some therapy after this. Mike 51, Mike 51. You're trash, you're trash.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Buffalo, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile,